What up, YouTube? It's your boy WhoDat Comics and Movies. Just wanted to show that off again. So this book won't be here anymore, so just showing it off one last time. But wanted to talk about a few things on YouTube. First and foremost, Infinity War, amazing movie. Uh, Definitely one of the top Marvel movies I've seen. I have to see it a few more times. Doomsday Comics, what's up, bro? Um, but not gonna go into a spoiler review unless somebody wants to talk about it um, with me and we talk about it on air or whatever. But might do one later on. But definitely, I would say I recommend going to see it. Definitely have to see. I would say I would recommend if you haven't seen Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther. Those two movies I definitely recommend seeing first. But it definitely starts off with a bang and it finishes with a bang. So very good movie. I definitely would give it an A. Overall A, not an A minus, not an A plus, but an overall A. Have to see it again. It might go up on grade, but definitely a movie must see. Was very taken back on the ending, so I'm not gonna say what it was, but that was shocking, and the beginning was kind of like wow, shocking. So just kind of like wow. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not gonna go too far in details, but it definitely Russo brothers definitely did a great uh, did very well on the movie. Um, what's up, Comics and Bueller? Um, Russo brothers definitely did a great movie. Did great with the movie. Um, can't wait to see like the director's cut, whatever you want to say. Um, so have to, that's what I want to say about that. Also, Infinity War passes 800 million, and I don't even think it's been a week yet. I think tomorrow makes a week that it's been out, so it passes 800 million. 800 million in less than a week. That is insane. Black Panther, I think, moves up to number 9. Uh, are you a Aints fan, bro? I'm a Saints fan if you're talking to me. Um, Black Panther, I think, moves up to number 9 if I remember seeing correctly. Um, and I think they were number 5. I think it was when I last took the picture of that past weekend. It was number 5 in the top 5 of movies. Um, so that's insane. Black Panther still making that money. So I think it was number 9. I think it passed up Force Awakens. Um, it's I think 20, a little bit over 20 million to pass up the number 8 spot. Uh, which is a Harry Potter, I think Deathly Hallows. So I think I see that happening. I think it will pass up. I think it will pass up that one. So, but I don't know if it's going to go any further. So I do see Black Panther getting to the 8 spot and maybe holding at the 8 spot. So, but Infinity War, I think in another week is going to be probably in the top 13. Uh, it'll be over $1 billion, which is insane. Didn't the Guardians give? Yeah, they did give one of the stones to the Nova Corps. I think that was in Guardians 1. That's not even a spoiler for Infinity War. If you've seen Guardians Galaxy 1, they gave the power, which is the purple stone, which is in all of the trailers. So that kind of just tells you, then that is like what the what hell happened. Thanos went to get the power stone. I guess just didn't show what happened. How they did, they don't because if they would have showed what happened with that one, and the movie would have been 3 hours. But he has that one. So, but yes, they did give it to Nova Corps. That's why I think you will see Nova eventually in Avengers movie. I don't know when. He might be maybe in four Avengers four, maybe like later on. But man, this is insane. Infinity War passed 800 million, and Black Panther's like almost at 1.4 billion, which is insane. They're like gonna be at this number eight spot. So saw the Ant Man and the Wasp trailer. It was it was a good trailer, very fun trailer. I think Ant Man and Wasp is probably going to take place at the same time as during Infinity War. Uh, if not, it takes place maybe right before Infinity War. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't read the backstory. Excuse me, just getting off of work, so I'm exhausted. Um, but I did see the trailer for Ant Man and Wasp. I was very excited for that. Did like it. So that I have to give a thumbs up for. So I'm gonna see it, but I'm not gonna rush out to see Ant Man and Wasp. Um, but it's gonna probably explain what they were doing at the time of Infinity War. So that's why I think it happens during the Infinity War. Um, yeah, it just looks like a fun movie. So I think it's gonna be a movie to take my daughter. I think she'll enjoy it. I actually took her in Infinity War, and she actually sat through it very well. Only time she got fidgety was like twice, and that's because she had to use the bathroom. Um, so that went well. So I think I'm gonna take her to see that one. I don't know if my wife will go see that one with me or with us. She might want to see it since I'm gonna say I'm gonna take my daughter. So definitely gonna take her to see that one. I saw another trailer for Incredibles 2. It was in Infinity War. My daughter loved that trailer, so that was very cool. Ryan Reynolds has been kind of talking about he doesn't know if Deadpool 3 is going to happen, and I think that's more on the line because he doesn't know when the Fox and Marvel deals, when that happens, he doesn't know what's going to all said and done. He doesn't know what's going to happen at the end of the day with Deadpool. Um, but if Deadpool 2 does better than Deadpool 1, Disney is not going to shut down Deadpool. I think they're going to still want to make that money, if that makes any sense. If the budget is still low and the marketing and all that makes sense, they will continue to put money into it and want Ryan Reynolds to do it because at the end of the day, Disney cares about is the dollar. And if it makes money, Disney wants to make money. So, but we'll see how it all boils down to. We'll know next year when the deal is done with Disney and Fox, um, and see what happens with that. Um, but like I said, but it'd be cool to see Deadpool interact with Spider-Man on maybe one of the Marvel movies, on a lesser note. So we'll see how that goes. And maybe you'll see some Fantastic Four characters and other characters of that nature. Also, we have the silent auction. Before I forget, silent auction show this weekend. Not I keep saying silent auction show. We have the auction show this weekend on the Great Legend Show. I'm gonna show off a few books that most likely will make appearance on the show. At the end of the show, I'm gonna show off a few books that I'll be selling, and just want to make that announcement before I forget. But it'll be this Saturday night. I want to say 9 Central, I think 10 Eastern. So just be aware of that. But to get back on the Infinity War thing, to not talk about spoilers, um, I think the movie was paced pretty well. It kept me into it. I really didn't get out of it. I wish I would have saw more of certain characters, but certain characters just got introduced into Avengers. So you're not gonna, I think you'll see more of those characters maybe after Avengers 4, maybe like Avengers 5 or something. You'll see more of Black Panther, more of Ant-Man, Ant-Man and stuff like that. you probably see more of those characters later on, which is fine with me. I hope I do. So, let's see what happens in the near future for those characters. Uh, also, Black Panther 2, they haven't announced when they're going to do a Black Panther 2. They're kind of waiting on Ryan Coogler. I don't know if I talked about that before. I hope they don't wait too long to do it because I really want to have one in the next couple years. So we'll see what happens with that. Because I really want to go back to that world and experience Wakanda again. Um, Also, Marvel, Kevin Feige had a meeting. I think it was yesterday or the day before. He had a meeting to discuss years 2024 and 25 of Marvel. No word on what happened in those meetings or what they were discussing, but just to think about they're discussing the future of Marvel all the way to 2024 is insane. Just was Black Panther a day before. Oh yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was very enjoyable. But it's crazy to think that they're like discussing that far in advance for Marvel movies. Um, so I'm happy they are. That means they're very focused. They're very uh, have laser sight focus about what they want to do at Marvel. Um, all the way up into 2024 and 25. So I'm happy to know that, and it shows that they're concentrated in the present and into the future. So uh, it makes me you feel better about what's coming for Marvel later on. So Secret Wars. I don't know if Secret. Well, because I'm curious to know what the Avengers 4 title will be. The Avengers 4 title, and they kept saying, well, for Civil War, we can't say what the title is for Avengers 4 because it would give it away. It give Infinity War away. It gives stuff away. And now I'm hearing different things. So I got it's like Avengers 4. I got I got three strong titles that I feel like it could be. Avengers 4 could be Infinity Gauntlet, which I've heard a whole bunch about, which that makes sense because Infinity War and they kept saying Gauntlet, Infinity Gauntlet in the movie, or Gauntlet. They kept saying Gauntlet, so it could be Infinity Gauntlet. Also, it could be Endgame because Doctor Strange kept saying Endgame. Um, and the last thing I kept hearing in the last few days was Assemble. At first, they kept hinting at a few months ago was December, Avengers December, but that doesn't make sense because they need to assemble to get together. So I'm thinking it's supposed to be. So now they're talking about Avengers Assemble. Yeah, I've heard of Endgame too, but they've just gone by Endgame because of what Doctor Strange kept saying in the movie. But I've actually recently heard of Assemble, Avengers 4 Assemble. And the reason being that they're assembling a lot of the core characters together to go, I guess, fight Thanos or whatever else they're fighting in for to get the gauntlet to reset everything. So that's what I've heard. Assemble, Avengers Assemble, and it makes sense that and I've heard that once people hear the title, they're gonna be kind of like, really, like you hitting this title from us, and that's the name of the title. It's not really a big thing, like, and when you think about Civil War, Infinity War, and then you're like, all right, Assemble. Well, it makes sense because Civil War, everybody broke up. Infinity War, they were all still broken up. So now they have to, Cap was over here, Tony was over here, so Assemble makes sense. So we'll see what happens. I don't think it's in game, but a symbol makes sense. A symbol makes sense. Infinity Gauntlet would make sense too. So we'll see what happens with that for the different titles. Also, Marvel has met with over 65 directors for the Black Widow movie. It sounds a little insane. Um, I don't know why they've met with so many. Usually they meet with maybe a dozen, but a handful. But 65 is kind of crazy number. I don't know if people are just nervous about it. But Black Widow movie would be pretty much like a Jason Bourne or Mission Impossible type. It'd just be one of those type movies. So it's just sort of female aspect. So I don't I don't think it would be bad of a movie. So we'll see what happens. Trying to see what else I had down for you guys. But like I said, the auction shows this weekend. I'll show a few books later. It's been a long freaking week for me, and the week's not even over. Week's not even over, and I'm hoping to see Infinity War again. But I don't think so because I'm freaking exhausted and I have other stuff to do. Um, so we'll see what happens. But that's pretty much it I have so far. Oh, also, but this is not really major news. This is just something kind of interesting for Power Rangers fan. Power Rangers was acquired by Hasbro from Sabine, which is kind of like see what happens. So Hasbro kind of acquired them about it. So we'll see what happens. He said I did an interview with Jim Scooter, writer of Secret Wars. He informed me that Disney has had him sign over everything to do with Secret Wars. Well, that makes sense. I mean, Disney's gonna make everybody sign over everything, probably with anything to deal with anything Marvel. I mean, they have Secret Wars 2 probably got signed over everything. Uh, um, I can believe that, um, and they didn't. It's not like they made him. They paid him. They paid him probably an amount of money to sign over everything for Secret Wars, and he took it because they probably the money, and they probably put his name in the credits and whatever else. If they do something with Secret Wars, that doesn't mean they're going to do anything with Secret Wars. Oh, $10,000. That's it. Um, but they're gonna make him sign over stuff. That's just give them the option to do more stuff. Um, then Disney's smart. Kevin Feige and them are smart. They're gonna get him to sign over stuff. Marvel is huge about different things they can do. They can go cosmic. They can go to Secret Wars. They can go like they got the Infinity War. They can go to Infinity Gauntlet. You know, um, they can go. You know, different trials and tribulations. So we'll see what happens. Secret Wars probably be down the line after they get all the rights back for everything. Um, so we'll see. See what happens with that. Yeah, I think they just want to cover their bases. They just want to cover their bases. They don't want to have any loose strings out there. As far as Disney's concerned, they don't want to have anybody saying, "Hey, I own a piece of this. Um, you owe me some money." So that's how Disney thinks about it. They always like, "Hey, does anybody who wrote this or who had some dealings with this?" Um, so I can't. They're a big business that they're gonna. You know, but if anybody has any comments or questions about it, I'm gonna show off some books that are gonna be in a live auction show this weekend. um, and then go on from there. I have a also I'm gonna have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle lot. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna show off all the books for that lot. I'll just save that for the auction, and to show off these other ones. So this is Frank Miller, C2E2 exclusive Virgin gold foil cover that was out there at C2E2. And I'm also gonna do this Rick and Morty one. I did the other one, but this one actually is I think a funner, more better cover. Um, with the hot dog. So I'll do this one as well on the show. What else I have to do? Let's see. Also, I'm probably gonna throw up this Batman silver. Uh, yeah, it's Batman. The Batman silver gold, not gold foil, silver foil cover. Probably throw this one up. This one's been selling for like, I know it was at 50 at one point on eBay. I have to recheck it, but this was 2 weeks ago. But C2 exclusive. I think they had it also at Dallas. But very hard. People want the silver more so than the gold, which the gold was more limited, which I'm surprised. And I'll try this one again as well with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle lot, and I think that's gonna be it. But I'll try this one again as well, the Venomized Francisco Matisse cover. So, which I don't know if this camera does it justice, but this is a sweet ass Venomized #1 cover. I think it was limited to like, I'm gonna have to look up how many copies they had, but it was only limited to so many. Also, like the Batman silver was limited to so many, and also the Rick and Morty. All these were limited to so many. So, but I'm gonna have these are the 4 C2E2 books I'll do, and then I'll do the Turtles lot, and I think that'll be it that I'll do for that. That I'll do for the auction show. So I hope to see you guys there. If I find anything else, or if we have more time, it'll be more stuff. That's little WhoDat making some noise. But I hope to do a spoiler review for Infinity War. It's better when you can talk to more people about it and talk about what you saw, what you liked, you know. But definitely definitely can't recommend it enough to go see it. If you're able to go see it in Adobe Digital, I would recommend seeing it in that with the seats that vibrate and the loud sound, the visual, or IMAX. Definitely go see it in one of those two. Pay the extra $1 or $2 or $3 or it is to go see it. Definitely recommend it. Go see that. When is the auction? Oh, the auction is going to be this Saturday night on the Great Legends Show at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. So it'll be this Saturday, and it's always the first Saturday and the third Saturday of the month on his channel. If you guys want big boy books, I also have big boy books similar to this type of stuff, but this one's already been sold. Got to ship this out. Also, I want to give a shout out to a guy I met on Instagram. I have to shout him out. He makes some amazing beef jerky. Just Jerk It small batch beef jerky. This is the bearded gunslinger. This one is like has like ghost pepper, habanero and like reaper pepper, like all in. I haven't opened this one yet. All into one. I gotta see what else is in it. So this one is probably like crazy hot. This is something like I know my boy Trilogy would probably would go crazy to try. But I've been kind of munching on this regular one, A1 steak pepper. Just wanted to give him a shout out. Check him out on Instagram. You can, he's right there. Check him out on Instagram. It's like it's really good. You get what you pay for that type of stuff. He's opened up a website and and he's doing some new flavor, not new flavors. He's doing some other flavors for like May and June. One's called the Red Queen, which is like crushed red peppers. So definitely check them out. I'm kind of contemplating if I'm gonna order the Red Queen, but I probably won't because I still got an unopened bag of the other one and still munching on that. But the Red Queen sounds just the name just crazy, but if you know Resident Evil, but so definitely check him out on Instagram if you have an Instagram account, or you could I think you look him up through his website. His website goes live in like I think a few weeks or so. But that's about it I had to talk about on my live show. It's been about 30 minutes. I have to get myself cleaned up, take care of little WhoDat. She's been patiently taking it easy, being very good. I have to pack up this comic that I sold and have it get ready to get shipped out tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Friday. And that's all I had to talk about. I have my little sticky note. That's all I had to talk about as far as movies. Not much on a comic book I had to talk about, but you know, so hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope to see you this Friday. I might do another impromptu Friday live show because I have to go to the dentist. So if I'm feeling okay after going to the dentist, I'll do another show, and it'll probably be around the same time, 30 minutes or so. And I might, if I pull out the other TMT books, I'll show those off at the end of the show. And that'll be the other books I'll show off. But thank you guys so much for watching, the 3 watching. Thank you for the 3 thumbs up. I appreciate it. Hope to see you guys this Friday, and I hope to see you guys when I go live again. And I hope to see you guys this Saturday for the live auction show. We're gonna have me, myself, Jason Smith, Big Bear, and some probably other special guests. So say goodbye.
Bye bye.
Peace out.